Al Bernstein here at the Mandalay Bay Hotel and Casino in the wake of a terrific fight between Mike Alvarado and Brandon Rios, in which Alvarado won a unanimous decision in a brilliant fight. And speaking of brilliant fighters, next to me, Andre Ward, the super middleweight champion of the world. And Andre, you appreciate terrific boxing and good fighting, and boy, that's what we saw tonight.
Man, this fight, believe it or not, was better than expected. You know, I expected Rios to come out and probably do a little bit better than, you know, he did the first time. You know, I've heard some things about Alvarado not having a good training camp and only having 3 weeks to train, but man, if he only had 3 weeks to train, maybe I should start training for 3 weeks before my fights, because he did what he had to do tonight.
Boy, did he ever. And you know, this is something you of course will appreciate as much as anybody, and maybe more so. He showed more nuances in his performance. He switched to lefty. He showed more movement. He used the jab. He counterpunched more. He really did come out with a different tactical game plan.
He had a game plan. I mean, that's the word. What I saw him doing was along the ropes, he kept his defense tight, and he would continue to circle Rios until he got him in the center of the ring, which helped. And you know, he would feint Rios out of position, hit him with the big overhand right. I mean, he was just doing so many different things tonight. And when he had to take the shot that Rios gave, he took it and came back and gave his own. And I think he deserved to win tonight.
Absolutely, and he won a relatively close decision. The other thing he did in this fight that I thought was special was from about the 5th round on, started to really dig to the body.
Yeah, and I think he did. I think he could have did it a little bit more. I mean, it's easier being on the outside looking in, but if he would have done that, because Rios didn't look like he liked it to the body much. If he would have done that and then came back upstairs, he might have stopped Rios tonight, because I didn't, you know anybody can be hurt, but I've never seen Rios that hurt. And he buzzed Rios tonight, and I just think a body attack might have closed the show.
So here we are with these two fighters already having produced 2 great fights, probably headed for a trilogy. They both said in the ring that they would do that. And one of the intriguing things about this is they may have already placed their names in the history books, because a 3rd fight would probably be just as great.
Man, I think a 3rd fight between these two guys would be close to a Gotti Ward. I don't think we ever thought we would see a trilogy like that, but these guys, man, they're calling for a 3rd fight, and I tweeted, I don't even know if that's legal. I don't know if they should allow something like that. But the fans are getting treated. These guys, this is how they fight. You got to respect it. And they say boxing is dead, and I just don't believe it.
Not after this. And a Gotti Ward fight fought, with all due respect to Gotti and Ward, at I think a higher skill level, because both these men show a lot of skill here.
This is on HBO. You know, it's on one of the biggest networks in boxing, or the biggest network in boxing, and you don't get on this network without, not being a top fighter, and these guys are showing what they got. And like you said, if you really watch what they're doing, they're not just standing there punching. There's a lot of little nuances, a lot of little things that Rios is doing inside, there's a lot of things that Alvarado's doing inside. These guys can fight flat out.
All right, Andre Ward, of course, a great champion who will be back in the ring soon and doing a great job as a commentator as well. A future for you, Andre, and congratulations on that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Andre Ward, and tonight, a big win for Mike Alvarado, and continued coverage here on the Boxing Channel.